Let's call this meeting to order for the Finger Lakes Regional EMS Council on September 25th, 2017 at 18:30 hours. This was to be the annual meeting for the year. Can we have a roll call?
Sure. Brian Candidato.
Yeah.
Howard Clark.
Hold up, Mike.
Just a second, Mike.
Mr. Chairman, I think we need to approve the minutes from the September 2016 annual meeting.
We do. We were going to get a roll call before we do the minutes
Then you can say
for the last annual meeting. Keep going with the roll call.
Take it away.
Yes, sir. Bill Camella. Lori Crane. Jackie DeShaw.
Here.
Emily Dove. Everett Ferguson. Here. Diane Gary.
Here.
Jason Hay. Fiona. Sandy Johnson.
Here.
Gloria Lance Taylor.
Here.
Arnie LaRocca.
Here.
Joseph Levancha. Here. I say it right? Bill Little. Brian Mace. Here. Olivia Markey.
Here.
Nate Miller. Here. Self. Miles Persing.
Excuse.
Harry Phillips. Benny Pearson. Here. Ted Smith. Here. Matt Spruill. Here. Chris Warner.
Here.
And Mr. Wedge.
Here.
Opposed, Miles excused.
He had something else planned, so I can't.
So he's not excused. He missed the meeting.
You're either here or not.
Exactly. So there isn't, because there is no excuse.
But he did call it, but you're either here or not.
Mel called too, so.
Yeah.
Bill's at stake. Jason's at
Bill's
stake.
staying.
You're either here or not.
Jason's doing something.
Okay. Need to have approval of the minutes from the last annual meeting.
Thank you, Gary, Wayne County. I make a motion that we approve the minutes from the last annual meeting of 2016.
Brian Case on Jerry John, second.
Open for discussion. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
All those not in favor say nay. And any abstentions? So passed. Going on over to the membership reports. Let's move it on over to the nomination committee.
All right, Ed Wedge from the Yates County. First thing we need to do is to approve those sitting members that we voted in throughout the year. And from Ontario County, that is Brian Mace, Nate Miller. From Seneca County, it's Ben Pearson. Wayne County, it's Bill Little, Jackie DeShaw, Jason Haig. These are people whose terms end in this year. Yates County, Chris Warner. So what we need is a motion to have these people continue to sit on our council.
And Gary, Wayne County, I make a motion to accept the role that he has written, that Mr. Wedge has given us for board members whose term ends in 2017.
Everett Ferguson, Ontario County. I'll second.
Open for discussion. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
All those not in favor say nay. And any abstentions? So passed.
Okay, next is the officers, electing officers for the next year. We're going to have to do some voting on here because for many of the offices we have more than one candidate who has shown interest. So for chairperson, we've had Tad Smith and Diane Gary. And I have to ask, are there any nominations from the floor? Are there any more nominations from the floor? Are there any more nominations from the floor?
Mr. Chairman, I move that we close the nominations with the candidates Tad Smith and Diane Gary.
Is there a second?
Second, Lori Crane, Wayne County. Anybody need a pen?
Please fill out your ballots and make sure that they get to the proper authority.
Lori, shoot.
What's that?
Your surgery last week, if you're not happy. You do. You're not happy, or they're not? I'm not.
Everybody get a ballot and everybody cast a ballot?
I did something. Did you put anybody but me in that piece of paper? Hey, I can vote.
Oh, God, no. Okay, don't vote yet. Nobody vote. This is just to save some time.
Wait a minute, we have one more walking in.
Hi, Fiona. Fiona, we just voted for chairperson. We had 2 people.
Tad Smith and Diane Gary.
Would you please vote? Then sign in.
Our 2 counters tonight will be Terry Phillips and Chris Warner. While we're waiting for them to tabulate.
And that right on this paper, please. Thank you.
We're in the process of voting.
Okay. Howard, we're voting. Can I give you a ballot? Sure. We just did. Is it too late? No.
Give it back, but I need to interrupt you.
Yes, Tom Cummins.
Tad Smith and Diane Gary.
Tell them what we're doing.
Mr. Chairman? In view of the late arrivals to the meeting, I would challenge the quorum, Mr. Secretary. You need to now change it?
Yes. So you want to know what it is now?
Yes.
Here's another one.
It's important for the vote count.
Jason didn't go to.
Okay, we're going to hold on. Hold on.
I think we should revote these chair.
Good.
Too many walk-ins.
You want to redo it? Probably.
I think that's more certain.
Good going, Jason. Now we have to revote.
Nominating committee, since there are so many different walk-ins, would you like everybody to use their pink forms and re-vote?
21 present.
It should be a different color, I would think.
Yes, has to be.
Who has not got a pink form?
Everybody.
No, Sherry
I
passed
handed
out.
some out. I didn't get one.
We're going to re-vote. They're going to say we're voting. Do you need a pen? Use a chair, too, if you want to sit.
So we're just revoting for the first one. Yep. Just revoting.
Before we start, let's,
Ladies and gentlemen, let's come out of the order, please.
Let's see the Tad.
Oh, we're doing it again? Yeah, because so many people walked in late. They're going to throw out the first ones.
Okay, what? I have a pink piece of paper in front of me. What is it for? This is for chair.
For everybody for the instructions, the pink piece of paper, you are voting for the chairperson. The nominees is Tad Smith and Diane Gary. The nominating committee asks 3 times if there's any nominations from the floor. Anybody said anything else? Are there any other nominations from the floor? Any other nominations from the floor? There you go.
Yep.
What was this one for?
This is for Tad Smith or Diane Gary for chairperson.
For chairperson.
The pink forms.
I'm just being proactive and passing these out, so do not write on these.
Just for rule of order, at this time, since all the pink ballots are in, the nominations and votes are closed until they get their tally. In case anybody else walks in, so there won't be any confusion.
Thank you.
But thank you, everybody, for coming. It's a very good turnout. There is.
Leanne, you didn't give a blue one to the 2 empty chairs, so the people that are counting.
That's a serious issue. That's a question.
We'll see if we can go through every colored piece of paper that we did like that one year.
Well, that's a possibility. We only have one office where we do not have, at least yet, we don't have a second person.
Not a double, it's between here and my house.
Does somebody want to give it to me?
Can I give you something?
If you have the results, please. Okay. Ms. Gary will be our new chairperson.
They're in the trash. It's empty.
Moving on to vice chair, I have 2 names, Mike Moss, Everett Ferguson.
It's the blue paper, make sure, and then we pro.
Are there any other nominations?
Yeah, we have that. Are there any other nominations from the floor? Are there any other nominations from the floor? Are there any other nominations from the floor?
Chairman Everett Ferguson, Ontario County, move the nominations for vice chair be closed.
Do we have a second? Ballot counting time.
Mine's been screwed. I'll remember to go ahead first. We should have done.
I slipped the yellow one in there, I got confused. Oh my God, you avoided the whole thing. I know. Gotta make things interesting.
Gonna have enough pieces of paper?
Yep. I made a copy.
Oh, there's plenty.
State. They did say that last.
We stacked itself.
Pretty good, because other years we have not had 2 people running for any office.
Just way I better treat it. I'll do a voice. Oh, back in.
Who did that?
David. Called his daughter. She's in medical school to help us out. He wanted up in surgery. Put it down.
Yeah. I had a nurse in the hospital. I have wicked, terrible veins. Since I've been going through chemo, they even got. Since Wednesday.
Oh, Mike? Okay, your new vice chairperson is Mr. Moss. Congratulations.
Oh,
More sympathy.
hearing.
Next on the list is secretary. The only person who had turned in an interest in that was Mr. Moss, so now we need to have somebody from the floor. So I will ask the question 3 times.
I would like to nominate Nate Miller.
Nate Miller, do you accept that nomination, sir? All righty.
We don't have to write him down.
She says he's already here.
Do we have any other nominations from the floor?
We don't have to do that one. Yeah, he's a consent.
Do we have any other nominations from the floor?
Not if there's only one.
Asked 3 times, there are none.
I would like to make a motion that we cast one unanimous ballot for the board.
I wrote down what I'm supposed to.
To the office of secretary.
I'll second that. Do you need a second? Lori Crane, second.
All those in favor, say aye. Aye. Nays? Okay, moving on to treasurer. We have 2 that have expressed interest, Tad Smith and Sandy Johnson.
Yeah, we need the gold paper.
The what? The gold paper.
Gold paper.
What's it for?
Treasurer.
Treasure.
And your check.
I didn't do nominations from the floor, did I? Are there any nominations from the floor? Times 1. Are there any nominations from the floor? Are there any nominations from the floor? Thank you. My fault.
I move the nomination to be closed.
Is there a second? Brian
Sorry.
Mays, thank you.
Sorry.
It's her fault. It's hard enough for me to just get
Delegate at large.
education. So if I run for it and do a lousy job. Nice going.
The American Air.
Yes. But you're going to vote for one. You can vote for one, and whoever gets the majority is one of the representatives on the second. Vote on one person. The majority is one person. Mr. Smith is our new treasurer. All righty. Delegate at large to sit on the exec committee. We have Tad Smith, who we don't have him anymore, and Jason Haig. Are there any other nominations from the floor? Are there any other nominations from the floor?
We don't have to do it.
Are there any other nominations from the floor?
I would recommend that we cast one ballot in the name of Ms. Nate.
Diane Gary, Wayne County, I second that we cast the ballot for Jason Haig as delegate at large.
All in favor?
Aye.
Say aye. Opposed? All righty, the next thing on our list is we have to have 2 names to go before the commissioner for SEMSCO representatives. We have 3 names on the list. What we're going to do is vote. The person who gets the first number of votes, the highest number, will be our first nominee, then we will vote again on the other 2, or unless there's more from the floor, to see who is our second. All righty, so our nominees are Tad Smith, Jason Haig, and Diane Gary. And these are the people that go to Albany to represent you. Are there any nominations from the floor? Any more nominations from the floor? Are there any other nominations from the floor?
Mr. Chairman, I move the nominations be closed.
Leftovers you vote on.
Do we have a second?
Brian Mace.
Okay.
You're gonna do the highest one. It's gonna be the highest.
I don't need to call it leftovers, but so one person's going to win, and then you got to vote on the second.
Oh,
Street.
no, it's been.
Oh, it has?
Leanne, you got to give one to the empty chair over there. Good catch.
Oh, all right. Okay. Do we have a majority?
Oh, yeah. 15, 4 for Jason, 2 for Ted.
No, we're going to vote on it.
We want to do on those 2. Okay.
All righty, our first rep going to Albany is Diane.
Thank you. Retired, man. We're developing your time.
Now, the other 2 that are coming around, Jason and Diane. Once again,
Jason and Ted.
Jeff, sorry.
We're voting Jason or Tad.
Do I have to go through and ask him again?
Jason.
Mr. Chair, why don't I make this considerably easier withdrawal?
You can do that,
I will do that.
and that leaves our reps, Jason Haig and Diane Gary.
I did write on it.
Did you write on it? Did you write on it? Did you write on it?
You got more pen and paper?
I don't think
Yes.
Just to clear that last voting round up, these are two names that we send to the state, and the state chooses which one will actually be our representative. Okay, it doesn't matter the vote count or anything. It matters on how they look at things and how that sets up. All right? So they're not guaranteed.
No, they're not.
And then he presses
Okay.
as well.
You say that with sarcasm.
Mr. Chairman,
Yes, sir.
we have 4 people that were appointed to seats
This
during
man,
the past year. We need to approve their terms, and they are as follows. Brian Campbell, 2018. Arnie LaRocca, 2018. Howard Clark, 2018. Joseph Levancia,
Lavancha.
2019.
Who's the first one?
Brian Campbell.
Okay, so
He's
these,
actually, he's missed his meetings.
We have,
but we haven't removed them yet.
Do we approve this or we wait?
So we,
Wait, don't we do that in the regular meeting?
no, we do it here. Otherwise, they can't vote at the regular meeting. So those are the 4 names, in addition to the ones we had earlier, that were appointed to the council this year, but they did not have expiration terms of 17. So may I have a motion to approve those memberships? Brian Mace and Ted Smith. Okay, so we got it in a second. Okay, all in favor? Aye. Those opposed? Once more. Okay, we just got a few more to do. All county representatives to sit on the executive board. Each one of the counties needs to go find themselves a little corner and appoint someone to sit on the executive committee for the council.
Wow, Wayne County's sitting right here. Bill Little? Bill Little? Sure.
I think they all know.
Bill Little?
What you are appointing here is the seat that you are shown on our roster, not necessarily your home county.
And this person that's
The executive meeting. They're in the executive board.
All righty, so everybody find a little niche somewhere of the 4 counties, and we'll make it on this.
Can you smoke any marijuana?
Finished? So, Ontario County, who is going to be your rep for executive board? Seneca County,
Don Pearson.
Wayne County,
Bill Little, who's not here.
and Yates County will be Sandy Johnson. Oh, we must be running to the close here. We also need to elect 2 ALS and 2 BLS providers to sit on REMAC for a term. Currently, they're serving 2-year terms. I don't see any reason to change it unless you want to, but it's supposed to be 1 or 2-year terms, and ours have been 2-year terms. So, do we have any nominations from the floor
Who are
for
they?
BLS?
Sandy and myself are the BLS providers listed on
I
REMAC.
think you did a good job. Why don't you keep going? BLS, let's move on to ALS.
The ALS is Bill Camella and Mike Moss. Currently.
So BLS, who are the 2 that just volunteered?
Diane and Sandy.
And BLS?
That's BLS.
ALS, excuse me.
Back to Italy, Donnie. 2 years.
I've got to be there anyway, I can throw my name
Mike's got to be there anyways too, so there you go.
Jason and
You're volunteering.
in. Mike, come on.
Yes.
thank you once again for volunteering. Let's see, I don't think we have.
See, they can go ahead and
I think we are. I think this concludes the nominations committee part of the annual meeting. No, that apparently comes under.
When do the new
No, that was in the regular meeting. We do it as a regular one.
Do you need a motion to adjourn the annual meeting?
We have a motion to adjourn the annual meeting. Do we have a second? Then before we do that, is there any other business to come before the annual meeting?
I'd like to give a round of applause to the outgoing chairman for his time and service.
Absolutely.
When do the new officers take effect?
In about
Away in about 2 minutes.
Because I signed a check earlier this evening.
Oh, you're good. You're good.
You're good.
You're still on the bank part.
You're going to have to get new signature cards.
Okay, once again, this concludes the nominating committee part of the meeting.
Moving right along. I'm thinking we're.
Mr. Chairman, Everett Ferguson, Ontario County, I move we close the annual meeting for 2007.
Any further discussion? All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
All those not in favor say aye. And any abstentions? So passed.
Except I think it's your turn to say.